Hi folks, Bullseye Strength here. I thought I would use this video today to discuss bro splits. For those who don't know, a bro split is a colloquial term in bodybuilding/fitness circles for a body part split, or a style of bodybuilding programming that typically involves training 1 to 2 muscle groups per workout and training each major muscle group once weekly. Bro splits are erroneously considered suboptimal due to the unsubstantiated belief that for a training split to be optimal, one must hit every major muscle group at least twice per week. However, this is not reflected in the vast majority of research on training frequency, which seems to indicate that strength and hypertrophy outcomes are similar between once versus multiple time per week frequencies, providing volume is equated. Given that the upsides of single and multiple times per week training frequencies are the same, the next logical step is to review which style of training programming has the fewest downsides. Downsides like general fatigue and risk of injury, which can reduce one's ability to function and be effective in commitments outside of the gym. For example, if one is working a physically demanding job on a less than ideal sleep schedule, one would likely want to limit the negative imposition of training in terms of both time and energy consumption. And even if a trainee has all the time and energy in the world to commit to training, it is still wise to use that which exists in finite supply as economically as possible. Hence why you often hear the term stimulus to fatigue ratio in sports science circles. The point is, one should always endeavor to train in a way that achieves maximal stimulus of the target musculature, whilst minimizing systemic fatigue to enable one to train with the highest recoverable volume and thus make the most progress possible. I believe body part splits have better potential to fulfill such criteria than upper-lower and push-pull leg splits, as these splits tend to involve training more muscle groups per session. For example, on a typical upper body workout, you would be training chest, shoulders, lats, upper back, triceps and biceps in the same workout. Even if training conservatively with a few sets per muscle group, that still ends up being an 18-set workout, in which you're moving on to a fresh muscle group every 2 to 3 sets. In terms of systemic fatigue, this would be like being a boxer and having a fresh opponent brought in every 2 to 3 rounds. As opposed to a body part split, in which you stay with the same 1 to 2 muscle groups and wear them down over the course of a workout. Not to mention that, on a bro split, once a muscle group has been trained, it gets left alone for an entire week, which means the structures associated with that muscle group also get a week to recover, reducing the risk of joint pain and overuse injuries. I changed to this method of training last year when I was working as a loading bay operative. It was an arduous job that forced me to use a more efficient style of programming, so I implemented a 3-day body part split which consisted of chest and back on Monday, legs on Wednesday, and shoulder and arms on Friday. It worked pretty well in helping me to maintain my existing meager levels of muscle and strength and train around injuries I was picking up at work. And even though I'm done with that job, I recently thought, why not go back to that style of training, which is what I've now done. I'm also going to go on a cut, as I've been binge eating a lot over the new year and recently tipped the scales at 216 pounds of not entirely productive body weight. But that's another story for another video. In conclusion, I've linked some volume-equated mixed frequency research in the description of this video. Feel free to check it out, and then tell me that I don't know shit and that my beard makes me look like a right nonce in the comment section. I hate goodbyes. Laters gators.